Hi everyone, I'm Janette Price with Equity Real Estate. I'm an associate broker in the state of Utah. So, what the heck is a spec? Well, it's spec home. Spec home is a home that a builder doesn't have a buyer for. Spec homes used to see a builder maybe do a couple of spec homes, but now pandemic hit. Now we're seeing more spec homes come on the market where the builder says, I got to know what my costs are. So I am going to build this home without a buyer right now. I'm picking the floor plan and I'm picking the finishes. And the reason why is they have to do that is because they have to send that over to the city for approval. They have to send the carpet colors, the paint color, the cabinetry. All of that has to be sent over to the city. So they're building these spec homes, and once they get to a point, it's called a four-way. They get to the four-way inspection, and they know what their costs are. They're putting that out on the MLS or up for sale. So let's break these homes, these builders, up into some categories. First, we're going to start with first-time home buyers. First-time home buyers really have a hard time getting into a home. They are going to buy an existing home that's older, that maybe needs some fixing. So that is a great idea if you don't want to be in a townhome as a first-time buyer. You can look at a home that has good bones. Hopefully that your real estate agent is helping you find that kind of home that has good bones. The roof is good, the HVAC is good, and the electrical is good. There's nothing wrong with this foundation, but it's probably going to need some updating. Prices right now in Davis County for an existing older home is going to be in the fours. But for the most part, builders are coming in with townhomes and high density housing. Not everybody likes the high density housing. I, for one, do not. But I know it's needed, so I'm going to live with it. In Davis County, you can get, I just saw a couple new townhomes in a subdivision that are coming in at $365. That is a great price right now for a townhome. $75 homeowner, not homeowner, HOA, and but regular price range, we're going to look at $365 to the mid fours or $475-ish. All right, let's talk about tier two. Tier two, in my opinion, starts in the fives and goes to the 800s. These are people who have already owned a home, have some equity, and are dumping that equity into their second home because they need a bigger house, or they want a bigger yard, or they need a bigger garage. So we're upsizing here. And two of my builders that I'd like to focus on is Woodside and D.R. Horton. So let's take you to the Woodside development. They have, I think, 6 developments out there. This is west of the Bluff. Now, if you're in Syracuse, Utah, you know what I'm talking about. The Bluff is below the Bluff, and this is where this development is happening out there. It's huge. There are HOAs out there. The HOA, I believe, runs about $45. There's pools. Not every home has access to the pool. So you want to check that out too, and make sure you're reading those HOAs or CC&Rs information. But that development out there has a lot of different floor plans. None of them have basements. So because of the water table out there below the bluff, they decided not to do basements out there, which is probably a good thing. The great thing about this development is it's right next to the new West Corridor highway that's going in. The on-ramp for that is right close. So beautiful homes. Right now they are offering a rate lock for up to a year if you decide to build from the ground up, because they're still doing that. Also in tier 2, I'm going to talk about D.R. Horton. D.R. Horton's slogan is called that they always have inventory. And I really believe that they have lived up to that name. The subdivision that I want to talk about is Criddle Farms. It's also in Syracuse. It's east of the Bluff, and so they are doing basements. The lot sizes out there are about 0.18, and their price ranges are in the 600s. It's an HOA community, and it has a pool, and it's a beautiful, beautiful area. It's growing a lot. It just sits just off of Antelope Drive. So if you're not from Utah and you don't know where Antelope Drive is, Antelope Drive runs east and west, all the way to the mountain, all the way to the lake. So it's just north of that. It's a great community. Their floor plans are about 2,800 square feet to about 4,200 square feet. So you can get a large home for that price, for in the 600, 700 range. So that's my mid-tier. All right, let's go to the third tier. This is price ranges are going to be 7 on up. You can easily get to $1 million home in these. Two of my favorite is Henry Walker and Destination. I think for me it's kind of a tie. Destination Homes, let's talk about them first. They love to build kind of like a community. The garages are in the back, so you usually go down kind of an alleyway or a private driveway. Where a lot of Utah homes, their garages are at the front of their homes, but Destination builds those at the back. The thing I like about Destination is their floor plans. They're unique, they're big, and they have like this historical feel to them. They have large front porches, and they have pillars, and they're really a nice builder. They have a community in Kaysville, and then they also have a community in West Layton. Last home builder that I want to talk about is Henry Walker. Love Henry Walker. It probably ranks right up there with just a very few builders. They're building spec homes. They're also building, you can start from the ground up with them. They have a community in Kaysville, and they have a community in Layton, and there's a few other communities, but the community that I want to talk to you is in Syracuse, and that community is near a school, and it's new. They have probably maybe 20 homes so far. I think they'll be doing different phases of these, but I love their homes because I love the palettes that they choose. So if you're going to buy a spec home, you're going to get those high-end finishes. One of my favorite floor plans is called the Monroe. The Monroe has double doors at the front. Usually there's glass, or you could get seated glass at the front. When you walk into the family room, it's really a really high ceiling. I don't even know how high, maybe 18 feet. It's really just a cathedral, high ceiling, vaulted. I've seen that shiplapped. They have a beautiful big kitchen island. And master bedroom is off through the drop zone area, which is huge. And then you have a huge master bathroom. Also, you can finish a bonus room above the garage. Just a great looking outside of the house is just so farmhouse look. Really, really cute. So that sums up the builders in all those different tiers. I hope you enjoyed this tour of these neighborhoods, and if you're interested in looking at spec homes, I know my stuff and I'm willing to take you out. So give me a holler. I appreciate it if you subscribe. That helps me get in front of more people, and I enjoy my job, and I hope all is well with you. Thanks for watching.